In problem 1, we are asked to find the derivative of the function cosine of x to the power sine of x. It comes that, this problem involves the exponentiation where the base function is cosine of x, and the exponent function is sine of x. In order to compute its derivative, we need to apply the chain rule, and the logarithmic differentiation technique. In this problem, we have to compute the derivative of cosine of x to the power sine of x. As a matter of fact, this function can be seen as an exponential function because it is obtained by raising cosine of x to the power sine of x. In this case, cosine of x is seen as the base and sine of x is the exponent. We will have to use the fact that the exponential and the logarithmic functions are inverse functions. Then apply the chain rule to find the derivative. In order to simplify this expression, we will use the properties of the exponential and logarithmic function. We know that, the exponential of log of x is equal x, which is also equal to the logarithm of the exponential of x. In fact, we will also have to use the chain rule. We know from the chain rule that, the derivative of the composition of two functions u of v of x is equal to v prime of x times, u prime of v of x. In sum, we express f of x as exponential of logarithm of cosine of x to the power sine of x. Using the properties of the exponential and the logarithm, remark that f of x equals exponential of sine of x times, logarithm of cosine of x. Actually, we are using the fact that the logarithmic of x to the power y is equal to y times, the logarithm of x. Now, we can take the derivative of both sides and use the chain rule. It comes that, using the chain rule, the derivative of f is equal to the derivative of the product sine of x, times, logarithm of cosine of x, times exponential of the product sine of x, times the logarithm of cosine of x. In fact, in order to find the derivative of the quantity sine of x times, logarithm of cosine of x, we need to use the product rule. In this case, the derivative is sine of x, times, the fraction negative sine of x over cosine of x, plus cosine of x, times logarithm of cosine of x. So we have the expression of f prime as follows. This final expression can also be given as follows: f prime of x is equal to the quantity sine of x, times, the fraction negative sine of x over cosine of x, plus cosine of x, times logarithm of cosine of x, times cosine of x to the power sine of x.